and teachers welcome the resumption of face-to-face classes. Youth groups in Western Jamaica joined with the Ministry of Health and Wellness to help fight COVID-19. And farmers in St. Elizabeth remain hopeful despite major losses as a result of heavy rains. You're watching Western Roundup. Stay with us for this informative yet exciting episode. 17 schools across the island recently resumed classes under a 2-week e-COVID face-to-face pilot program. We visited Somerton All-Age and Infant School in St. James, where students and the administration are giving the wave of approval.
We have some teachers with comorbidities who are kind of fearful coming out, but all our teachers are here today. The ones with comorbidities have now changed their mind and are a bit more comfortable based on what they have observed and what is happening. So they are now comfortable, as they said, coming in now to participate in the face-to-face. For me, I am okay with the face-to-face. Once we follow all the protocols, once we do what we are supposed to do, I think everything should be okay. The end result is for our students to learn. That is what we are aiming for.
For face-to-face, learning is way easier. And it's amazing to just see everyone, and you can tell them hi, you can talk to them, and it's nice to see your teacher.
I think it's a great opportunity for the students because the internet problems. Sometimes you don't get what the teacher says. The internet might come off, and I think it's better face-to-face. You get to see most of your friends. I really like it, and I think the learning is a little bit better.
In the coming week, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information will be assessing the schools to determine how well the program is working and identify issues that the ministry will need to take into consideration to inform future decisions. In the meanwhile, youth in Western Jamaica have signaled their readiness to help in the fight against COVID-19. They will join the Ministry of Health and Wellness in making and distributing masks and sanitizers to the vulnerable through the ministry's Youth Response to COVID-19 project.
We are happy for the project. We have been helping the fight with COVID, but with this mass building and helping out with more resources, we can do more to help with the fight of COVID-19.
We too are in the fight of the COVID pandemic, because we believe that in Hanover, a lot of young persons are not really taking the seriousness of wearing their masks or, sanitizing their hands. So we have decided that we want to make some sanitizers to give out to these youths and these children within the parish of Hanover.
Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the youth will be trained and will be supported by the public health team to execute their parish projects, which will have several components.
The message is to encourage our young people and our young leaders in particular who reside in communities across the country. They are the presidents of the youth clubs, the young leaders groups at the parish level. They are Kiwanians, they are service club leaders, they are sports leaders, they are persons who are already involved in outreach and enjoy doing outreach. The truth is that they provide significant influence in the communities, and they can carry and have been carrying the COVID message, the message around masks, around sanitizing, around physical distancing. We need them to recognize that their influence can also improve and reduce the risk to others in the society and the community.
Dr. Tufton also toured sections of the Moy Hall community where face masks and sanitizers were handed to members of the public. Finally, the recent heavy rains have definitely affected farmers in a negative way. However, the farmers in St. Elizabeth are remaining hopeful as they partner with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries to move forward.
Here we are looking at what the weather has done to our crops over the last few weeks. Here the crops aren't in best condition, but we do have on fruits, and judging by the price range, we maybe can get back some of our expenses. And we have had other crops, not here but at other fields, that were totally destroyed. We lose all of that, and we are just here trying our best in order to get as much as we can out of the crop in order to go back up to our expenses. My plan going forward is just to try again. Basically, it is just to try again. We do have opportunities nonetheless, despite the weather and everything. The good thing about it is that we have harvested a lot of water that we can go forward in the dry spell.
Having assessed the damages, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Floyd Green says the ministry is assessing with the hope of getting some assistance to farmers as quickly as possible.
One of the things that we're going to do as a matter of urgency is reallocate a lot of our resources to ensure that we have an emergency relief program for our farmers. We want to ensure that our farmers are, one, back able to plant as quickly as possible. We think that's critical, and also we're going to help them during this process to salvage. As you would have seen today, a number of our farmers were looking at salvaging what they could from the fields. Some of them would need immediate access to things like pesticides, insecticides, fungicides. We're going to provide, and already we have started to do some emergency funds dispatching.
Some 12,000 farmers across the island were adversely affected by the rains. That's all for the program today. Thanks for watching Western Roundup, where we take you from the corners of St. Elizabeth to the hilly terrains of St. Anne. Until next time, take care.